contracts over the past
Breaking news, CNN has just received reports that there is an active shooter at the Harris Postal headquarters in Broward County, Florida. To keep you updated as this attachment develops.
Police have now confirmed at least 5 dead and more injured.
No identified alone gunman has involved Stevens in the front of the employee but he placed on temporary disciplinary leave. It's not clear whether or not that is
Responding had originally reported a body count of 17, but one employee who was believed to be dead managed to escape alive. Patrick Metadata. For CNN News, I'm Skipper Witterson.
And we're joined tonight by Karis Paulstein shooting survivor Patrick Mantadea. Patrick, thank you for joining us here. We really appreciate it. It's good to have you.
Thank you, Sonny. It's good to be had with.
So, how are you holding up?
Pretty good.
So, your therapy is working. It's great to hear.
I wrote a poem.
Poetry.
The poem goes like this. Wandering, floating, like a cloud, and all the land, and all the sea.
That's great, Patrick. And I'm glad that you've found an outlet.
I'm not very good at it.
Patrick, are you ready to talk about the day of the shooting?
Oh, well, sure.
Will you walk us through your experience that day and tell us what it was like to be Patrick in that moment? Go, Patrick.
Well, yeah, okay, because fucking...
And we're live, Patrick.
Okay, because fucking... Well, here, I'll just start. So we're just in there, and the elevator door just... Bing! Opens. Lights go out. And then shooting at us. These two guys.
You mean the one shooter? The lone gunman, your former coworker, Rolf Stevens. Yeah, it's definitely frustrating how when we have these traumatic experiences, it can distort our memory in such a way. The adrenaline pumping.
Gunmen.
Right. One gun.
Two of them.
Patrick.
They killed everybody.
Trauma can be confusing, but just so that it's clear for the audience, there actually is no evidence that there was any more than the one shooter, Rolf Stevens. We'll be back with Patrick Mantadea. Stay tuned. Okay, so Patrick, when we come back from the break, set aside the details of the shooting and let's get down to just the raw Patrick of it.
I'm feeling a little verklempt, but I'll manage.
You're very brave, Patrick. And we're back with Patrick Mantadea, survivor of the shooting at the Karis Paulstein headquarters in Broward County, Florida, where 16 of his co-workers were brutally gunned down by a lone gunman, Rolf Stevens. Before the break, we were talking about how survivors of trauma can end up with distorted memories of the event, making the road to recovery that much more difficult. So, Patrick, tell us about your road to recovery. I'm sure there's been a lot of ups and downs.
It's all about release. You can't hold anything back, Sonny.
Speak your truth, Patrick. Patrick, if I could get you to sit down, please. Patrick. Patrick, if you could...
We died because we found out that Karis Paulstein is a front for one of the largest child trafficking networks on the planet.
Aw, Patrick, we can't have you making baseless accusations against your former employer. We're talking about the shooting.
The shooting where everyone who saw two shooters was shot, killed except for me. It was one of those cleanup jobs.
So let me get this straight. After all this news coverage over the past several weeks, you're suggesting that the slaughter of your co-workers was all part of some grand conspiracy by Karis Paulstein to protect itself.
Yes!
So, Patrick, I'm just curious, what made you decide that you were going to get on national television today and spread baseless conspiracy theories? Is it funny to you, or what? I'm genuinely curious.
Hey, Mr. Mantadea, Chuck Evans here. I'm a former federal agent.
Oh, God, there's 4 of them now! Wow, they got here fast!
Let me ask you this, Patrick. What about John Friedel, the man who saw the gunman on the 3rd floor? What do you say to him?
They bribed him, truck! Check the payroll records. There was never a John Friedel working at Karis Paulstein. In those same records, you will find an IT specialist by the name of Charles Paul Handler, who did not even legally exist until 2 years ago. I'm talking sheep-dipped.
I can assure you that Mr. Handler is a real person because I interviewed him myself.
While one of the shooters was in the background of the shot because they exfiltrated him.
Oh, what a tinfoil hat pipe dream, Patrick.
Ooh, it's classic television, folks. Download it before they scrub it. You really shit the bed on that one, Don.
Patrick, we have verified one shooter. I've already explained this to you.
Well, they look like feds to me. Foreign intel spooks embedded in the bureau with fake credentials and all.
No, that's an absurd, Patrick. 2 shooters is totally debunked, Mr. Menadea.
Well, I'm rebunking it. You're a spook. You do something even if it's wrong. Don't you, truck? As long as you're getting paid.
You have no evidence,
and you're doing it right now.
Do you understand slander, Mr. Mentadea? How does a lawsuit sound?
Can we get that horn away from him?
Hear me now, you blue motherfuckers, you! Hidden on the Karis Paulstein servers was a massive archive maintained by Charles Paul Handler of snuff tapes.
Aw, Patrick.
Blackmail material featuring some of the most powerful and influential people on the planet.
You're confusing the public, Patrick.
Everything from weird sex orgies to human sacrifice and shit like that, all taking place on billionaire Sex Island. Very sad.
Okay, look, show us the evidence or stop talking, Patrick.
Well, I didn't bring it with me. I sent it all to Leakopedia while I was sitting in the green room.
Oh, that's lunacy, Mr. Mentadea.
How about a list of names? Don Paulstein, Doug Jones, Joe McCormick, Joseph Berman, Dick Wahlberg, William R., Chuck Collins, Barry Holt, Candace Jones, Bob Weiner, Sonny Maxwell.
Nice try, fanboys.